in our relationship. Oh, I forgot my earphone thing. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna redo the fun fold because I watched my own video on how to do this, and as soon as I started watching it, I remembered. Oh, no, I want to watch this on YouTube. Do. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me okay? If you can chat in and let me know if you can hear me, I would super appreciate it. Okay. Andy. Andy's not a fan. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Jerry. Okay. So we're gonna keep doing the fiddly bits here in a minute, but for now, I wanted to show you how to make this fun fold, and I'm gonna start all the way again, because I feel bad that in part one, I showed you part of it and not the rest. So we've got 10" by 8.5 cardstock. We're gonna score at 2. This is the quick part. 3.5, 6.5, and 8. And then we're going to turn our cardstock and we're going to score it 1.5 on each side. And then we're going to cut all the way in to the second score line at the top. So, we scored across here. So we have these little blocks at the top, and I know it's hard for you to see on camera. Here, let's fold. That helps you be able to see what's going on. Okay, so see that? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to cut on this score line in to the second score line. And then about, I don't know, a 1/2 inch away so that you have like a little tab. And then you're going to angle the tabs like so. Okay, and we're going to do that on all the corners. Okay, and then we'll turn it over. And we're going to do it on this end. I love this fun fold because I feel like it is like a fun fold slash favor, like goodie box at the same time. And I love making little like treat boxes and stuff. Really is fun to me. Okay. All right. Now that part's done. Now we have to do a little bit of measuring. Nothing dramatic. We're going to fold our tabs in well, this side, because we're going to measure from the left to the right. And we're going to measure 1.5 inches in and make a mark. So that's halfway in the middle. Halfway in the middle. That is halfway / in the middle. Now we're going to score from this outside corner to that little mark. So I'm just going to use my ruler and a scoring tool, and I'm going to score just like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to fold in and then back out as if we're making like a paper hat is what it reminds me of. That's a little off. Why is it off? Why is it off like that? Is my mark off? My score line is off. So I should have scored a little bit more this way. Let's see if I can salvage this. There we go. Oh, nope. There. Did we salvage it? I think we did. Yay. Okay, salvaged. All right. So on this, as you just saw, your score line matters. So you definitely want to make sure this is lined up nicely. Okay. All right. I'm going to do the same thing here. In, back. Did I do it again? No, not quite. Almost. I almost did the same thing again. We'll cheat it over a little. Cheat it. Cheat it. Cheat it. There we go. Okay. All right. Now this part is going to fold in, and then this part's going to fold out. Okay. On both sides. So in and out. So you have this really weird looking, like frog looking thing now. And then we're going to take strong adhesive. I'm just going to use my, oh, come on. Whoops. Don't you love it when you do that? Okay. I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to do this one. And then I'm going to take these and hold them down. And I'm going to fold this over on top. All right. And then we're going to fold it back and hold it in place. Oh, I love that you make treat boxes for your coworkers, Jerry. Oh, Tracy, my friend Tracy is here from Australia. This one is called a flat top box card. I actually have old instructions on my website. If you go to loveandstampin.com and you search flat top box, this will come up. And I'm just remaking it. Okay, so now I'm going to hold this side down and I'm going to close this side over on top and fold it back and just hold it. Get it all nice and glued down. Hi, Judy. Hey, Charlene. So happy you guys are here. Okay, let's see if this stuck. It should have. It should be nice and stuck down. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So rather than pull on it, I'm going to go ahead and stick it under my book over here that's nice and heavy and let it just really do its thing while we finish all our little bits and pieces coloring. Okay. So if you weren't here earlier, we did this part. This is Lovely Layers from Honeybee. This is also a card I made just recently. It's on my YouTube channel if you want to go see it. And this is part of that Lovely Layers, is this coffee mug. Kind of a coffee themed situation they got going on. I love it. I love it. Okay. So we need to finish doing our coloring. And we are going to, I am sniffly, guys, so I'm just gonna apologize now. Okay. So we do need to have a belly band to assemble everything, I feel like, onto. This is going to go here. But first we're just going to color all the pieces parts. Okay, so we have this little coffee sign. And we have this guy. And then for some reason there's an extra die cut that's plain. Does it just cut too? It does. It just cuts a plain one. So I'm not sure what that's about. Like maybe it's so that you can stamp something on here instead. We're going to omit that guy because I'm going to use this little decorative one. And I'm going to make this sign kind of a pinkish color. Peachy pinky color. Let's see what this looks like. Because this is our background paper that's going to go on our... So I'm just going to color this whole thing this peachy color. And then we're going to do some other stuff to make this sign kind of come to life. Okay. So I have, let's see. Do I have a brown pen? I don't. I do have, I wonder if these still work. These might be dry. I don't know if they're going to work. But I have this little gold pen that would work great if these are still inky. These are so old. I don't know. Oh, I'll be darned. It does still have ink. Let's see. Is this going to work on here? Oh, I think it will. Okay. So this is kind of like a shimmery gold color. And I'm just very carefully filling in the lines. See, I already pushed too hard. I'm hoping this isn't really going to matter. Like, you're not really going to see this. You know what I'm saying? It's just more like this would be the little writing down here. Like this is this size and this is how much this costs. This is a mocha choca caca latte. Ooh, this is hard to do. So I'm just kind of like barely touching this pen. And now I'm getting a little crazier with it because I'm like, who cares? It's just little lines. But up here where it says coffee, I'm actually going to use my black pen again because this worked so brilliantly the last time. Because my pen legit just falls like into the crack. I think I kind of screwed it up. Oh well, it's going to be fine. Okay, I'm going to color those beans a brown. To make them look like little coffee beans, espresso beans. And I'm going to even add a little shading. And then I'm going to go over the coffee again to kind of make this all match because now I feel like I've got some areas that are like thicker and wider than others. There, much better. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay, this I'm going to color with my brown combo. Actually, you know what? I'm going to color it with cool grays to make it look like a metal piece coming down. Because we don't want everything to be brown and wood, right? I don't think. Maybe we do, but all right, let me look at what's going on. Your coffee shop looks awesome. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you love it, Kelly. Cute set. I loved your coffee cup the other day. Oh my God. Thank you, Kelly. You just posted my website link. Yes, you did. You're amazing. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm not seeing it either, Kelly. Here, let me post it. Um, I don't see your link in the chat, Kelly. I'll put it on here for you guys. I wonder if it like blocked it because it was a link and it thought you were like trying to spam or something. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys can hear the weed eater going, but it's going. Sorry about that. Okay, there's the link. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't tell me that I have a comment held for moderation or anything like that. Okay, I gotta open my drink. I'm having a seltzer water. Even though it's a Saturday night and you'd think I'd be having something more exciting. I'm not. I actually gave up drinking. I'm really not interested anymore. This like kind of became a thing. I'm like, I'm not really interested in this anymore. I mean, I really was never a big drinker to begin with, but then I really just kind of was like, every time I have any drink, even one drink, I would feel sick. So I was like, I'm done. Done with that. Every great once in a while, maybe once a year, I'll have a cocktail. But now mocktails are getting popular. And so I've been ordering mocktails when I go out, which is fun because you still get like a pretty fancy drink without the alcohol. Okay, look. And then this goes here. We're building it. We're building it. Look, it goes like, how does it go? Oh, yeah, it's pretty tucked up under there. It goes like this. Like, here's your little sign. And then this part goes here. You don't even see the top of it. And this part goes here. Look at this. Okay. Is anyone else freaking out? Okay. So I'm going to do the lights. Lights, camera, action. The lights, to me, need to have green topper doppers. So I'm just going to do the dark green that we used earlier. You know what? I am going to shade them. I wasn't even going to shade them, but can't help myself. Going to shade them. Have problems. Oh, I love it, Deborah. Deborah's having, so I got Deborah, Miss Deborah likes wine. And um she said she's having a glass of wine in her chaos coordinator glass. I got her a chaos coordinator glass when she used to work for me long ago. Miss Deborah used to work for me. Man, it's been what now, Miss Deborah? Over a year, right? Ouch. I just poked myself. Um, is that super loud, you guys? I'm sorry. Can you hear the weed eating? This is how life goes around here. I really want to pop my head out and be like, could you go weed eat somewhere else? But I don't dare because how lucky am I? Oh, look at that. How lucky am I that I have a husband that does all the yard maintenance? I know most of you have never been to my yard, but I'm gonna just brag for on my husband for just a second. I'm gonna tell you right now, my yard looks like a park, and it's 1,000% because of my husband. Like our outdoor area of our house is just looks professionally landscaped and is gorgeous, and it's all because of him. I don't do any of it. Zero, nada, nilch. Well, that's not totally true. I have a few flower beds and I do my little flowers, but that's it. He does all the mowing, all the weed eating, all the like big maintenance stuff. He does it. I don't do any of it. Okay, I'm gonna make these black, I think. Like, I feel like they would just be black. You don't really see very much of them anyway, if I'm being honest. Wouldn't these be a cute? I feel like these would be cute for like a bar too. They remind me of like lights that would hang over a bar also. Okay, now we got to put the caps on. Ooh! Look at how freaking cute these are. I know you guys don't like the fussies, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. I get the dopamine hit every time I put one together. Each little piece is just like its own celebration. Like these are just so cute. Look, and then they're gonna hang over my little hut. Oh my God, I just can't. Okay, hold on. I have a wicked itch on my eyeball, on my eyelid. Ooh, okay. Now there's this little humdinger. This is the coffee maker. So check this out. I've got to go, hold on, to not my website. You are absolutely right, Denise. I do a ton of stuff indoors. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys can't hear it. He moved on anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go to. I have to look something up before I can go to the next thing because my printer was kind of like running out of ink when I. Does this show everything? No, it doesn't, of course. My printer was kind of running out of ink when I printed my layering guides. And so they're really ugly, and I need a little bit of help on this coffee maker to know what colors to do it in. Okay, I see. I see, I see. Mm, I'm pretty spot on with my other stuff. Okay, so, okay, that helps. All right, so the coffee maker, let's grab this piece of paper. Is it bothering you guys that this has scribbles? Do you need me to get a new piece of paper that's fresh and clean? Or is it too much? Oh my God, there's so many cute ideas, you guys. I'm not even playing with you. Okay, we're gonna color all the pieces and then we're gonna decide what goes where. Okay, so you know what? It's bugging me. That's the real issue, is I'm just hoping one of you would be like, yeah, it's kind of annoying because, you know, the truth is it's bothering me that it's all scribbly. Okay, let's start anew. This is going to be like a bluish. So we're just going to do like a solid blue. Ugh. And you'll see here in a minute why. So we're just going to color the whole thing. Oh, Chicago. I think I just messed up, but oh well. We'll figure it out together. The sun is setting here in California, and the west setting sun shines straight through my window. So soon we might have some sunshine visiting us on the counter. Even though I have the window covered, there's just little areas that you can see right through. Okay, and then this piece, we're going to color a nice dark brown. Okay, and it's going to get glued right here. Okay, And then we're going to do a coffee color. So I'm going to go with E34 to color these little pieces, these little baby pieces. Now I need to see, now I need to see my layering guide. I just dropped my picker upper tool and I don't know where there it was. There it is. Come on, sarsaparilla. Okay. Okay. I'm on the right path. So these two little teeny tiny pieces here are my coffee drips. And you might think, well, Wendy, why didn't you just color those light that are dripping down? Well, I'm going to tell you why, friend. It's because adding it as a layer adds dimension. See that? It's just going to add dimension. So good. Turn back over, sir. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to glue these down first and then color them. Because this is where I will get a little salty. Okay, there's that piece. Flick over. Flick over. Okay. And there's that piece. Whoops. Stay put. Now I'm going to color both of them. See how much easier that is? They stay in place. Oh, that one's moving a little. The glue isn't set up. Oh, I've got a dog whining outside the door. I tell you what. Let me get her. Because she's not going to stop and drive me nuts. Come on. You know you can go through the doggy door, right? That's why I have one. Okay. I need a swig of my seltzer water here. Okay. Now these two pieces are going to be dark brown. Okay. And this piece is going to go right here at the top. And then this other piece is going to go right here at the bottom. Okay. All right. And there's our coffee machine. And now we can put a coffee cup in there. And do we have one? Of course we have one. Of course we do. Please don't even ask these questions. It's just embarrassing. We've got one. We've got multiples here. What are we going to use? Let me look. Give me a second. Holy crap on a cracker. There's a lot of options. Okay. So we're going to put this coffee cup right there. I mean, come on. And I'm going to make this coffee cup kind of that peachy color. What color is this? E95. What is this one? E93. Maybe I'll do like a little bit darker. How about like R11 and R12? Now you recognize how insane it is that I'm shading these teeny tiny things, right? I just want you to be aware that this is not like normal. This is somebody who has some sort of weird problem. If you make something like this, you could just color something this you could color it a solid color. You do not need to shade it. For the love of Pete, you do not need to shade it. Please. It's just I have some issue. Like I can't not shade it. It just I don't know. I have to do it. But it does depend on my mood. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not shading that. I'm just gonna. But like this little coffee cup, I'm like, well, it's got to be shaded. No, Wendy, it doesn't. You could just color it peach. Nobody's gonna know the difference. Okay. We'll put a couple of dots there. Pick him up. Place him down. Come on. Come on. Come on. That is so cute. Stop. Okay. You think Andy thinks I'm crazy for doing the fiddly dies, but here you are watching me do it. Candace says that's cute. I know. It's so cute. Okay. Tracy's like, you are cracked. Like you need professional help. You're right. I do. I actually get professional help, believe it or not. That's what we're talking about here, people. I'm unhinged. Okay. So now I need to decide. I need to look at this thing. Okay. I'm gonna glue this part on because I feel confident that these pieces that it's fine to fill. It's fine to put this on. This is not going to be a problem. So we're going to put this on. Just like so, like that. Is it centered? I think it is. Okay. Okay. And then we really have to decide. So like this is going to go like this. But I'm not going to glue this to this. I'm going to put the coffee. Okay, this has to go on next. But I need to add some black around the edges. Hold on. Because I can see the white. You guys, you keep calling me crazy, but I'm telling you, you do this one time and you're going to be hooked. Okay, this has to go first, and that's going to hook. So I think we want them up a little higher, and then this is going to go like this. And then the coffee dilly bobber is going to... Okay, let's do this first. Let's do this piece first. Yep, let's do this piece first. Because that's going to help us with the other pieces. You know what this kind of reminds me of? Is like paper dolls. Did you ever do paper dolls when you were little? I did. Yes, I did. Okay, there's that. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to lay it down, and then decisions are going to get made. Okay, and then I'm going to glue these to this. Okay, so that's going to now attach this piece. We didn't have an earthquake. Let's not have crooked lights, please. Thank you. Okay, now this is going to go here. Oh, I feel like it's going to go maybe a little further over so you can see the light. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to use this now. Now I'm undecided. Should it cover that? Okay, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. This is our base. This is our base. God almighty, that's cute. People tell me that's not cute. Okay, let's make a muffin. A muffin seems good, appropriate, yes? And I'm going to make the base of the muffin. Let's do like E43. And then the top of the muffin is going to be 57 and 59. Where's my paper? I need my paper. Okay. Who's hanging out here just to see this card finished? Just because you're like, I gotta see what this crazy broad ends up doing. Right? I mean, I don't blame you. I'm also kind of just hanging out to see what ends up happening here. Okay. Now he's blowing. You hear it? Okay, so let's put a muffin here. No, we're not committing. We're not committing. We're just making, remember? We're not committing. Okay. We also need, I also want to make, oh, this is to make an iced, we wouldn't have an iced coffee right now. It's just too cold. I'm sorry. We're not doing iced coffee. This would be white. So I'm going to add just a smidge of shading with gray. C3 seems right. Okay. Same with this little tiny piece here. That's the lid. And then I'm going to come in with C1. And same with the lid. C1. And then there's the little wraparound that we have to have. Gotta have the wraparound. Okay. So we'll just quickly build this little coffee cup. Whoops. Okay, now we've got a coffee cup that's like a to-go situation. Come on with the croissants. Croissants, we've got croissants. Yes, we do. We got to go with a different brown. There's a lot of brown happening, I feel like. And it's kind of difficult because these are all kind of the same shades of brown, I feel like. Okay. And then this is a E97, which is supposed to be a little lighter. Oh, I mean, it's a little lighter. I don't know. Yeah, let's do this. What the heck? Went a totally different route here. Okay, there's a croissant. Okay. And then we've got like coffee pots. So we've got this coffee pot, which, let's see, would have, you know, it would be, let's make it blue to match the other coffee bit. And then this we could do like a really light gray. We'll just do that kind of around the edges maybe and leave like a little white area. I like it. I like it. I like where we're going with this. Okay, and then this would be coffee, dark coffee on the inside, right? Beautiful coffee. Okay, so we're gonna pick this one up. Hello, Paula. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. Okay, watching because you're talented doesn't mean I'm getting inspired to do this. Uh, uh, Definitely not giving these cards to someone who doesn't appreciate the work gone in. Deborah says, I agree, Tracy. This card needs to go to someone who will appreciate all the time and effort that went into them. Sounds like me. Oh, God. Cooking dinner, watching me, and watching the Dodgers. Go Dodgers. Niners played the other night and won by the skin of their teeth. It was rather difficult to watch, actually. We really need all of our regular guys back. My buddy Virginia, who used to be on my team, her and I always had like a little rivalry because she likes the Green Bay Packers and I'm a 49er fan, and so we just had a little rivalry we would do back and forth. I really enjoyed that. We'd make little bets, and she sent me cheese, Wisconsin cheese once or twice, maybe actually. Um, I just adored her. I haven't seen her around in a long time, here on YouTube or anything. Look at that. We have a coffee pot. Okay, there's a flour sack. There's some more. Um, if we need something else, we'll add it. But for now, I want to see where we're at here. Okay, so we could add the coffee maker here, or we could add it way over here. It's got a pot going. I mean, it's got a cup going, kind of like that. And then we could add a to-go cup over here, waiting on the counter. And then we could add a croissant here, like on the counter, waiting, and maybe a muffin. I mean, come on. What do you guys think? Okay, and then I could even add this coffee pot. Ooh, I just made everything a mess. Like over here. Or is that too much? Is adding this coffee pot too much? I think it might be too much. Oh, this isn't a flour sack. This is a coffee sack full of coffee. What am I thinking? We could do that coffee sack and put it right here. Maybe we should do that. Since we already have like a coffee brewy thing, I would frame this. Oh my God, you're so sweet, Tammy. Thank you. Okay, I am going to glue this down because I like this being over there. So I like this here. Okay. So I'm going to commit to this piece. Okay. So this piece is getting committed. It's happening. Oh, my laptop just died. So that means I'm not going to be able to see your comments unless, oh, you know what? Ooh, the plug is out here. Hold on. I didn't realize I had my charger. Give me a sec. And I'll be back in business so that I can see you. Okay. There we go. All right. It'll take it a minute to pop back up. And then I'll have to catch up on comments. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add this guy because I love him. And I'm thinking he can go right here. Just like we had. You know, like, I'm going to actually tuck him down. Well, no, not just like that. Kind of like, you know, these are each waiting on the next thing. You know what I mean? Like if you're at a coffee shop. Okay. I'm going to put this kind of over the top of the bottom of the coffee cup. Y'all, there is a kid screaming. So let me tell you the newest attraction in Plymouth. Did I already tell you guys about the haunted forest? Have I told you about this? So we now have the haunted forest in Plymouth, in my little teeny tiny town. It's so weird. So, I wish them all the success in the world. Like, I, hope it's successful. But it's a 30-acre haunted forest that these people have made. And so on Friday and Saturday nights, and even other weeknights in October, we get the pleasure of hearing people screaming bloody murder going through this haunted forest thing. I'm not going through it. I don't care who tries to make me. I'm not doing it. I just can't. Oh, I'm probably going to end up doing it. That's just what's going to happen because I'm, you know, on the city council and it'll probably like be a bad look if I don't do it. So I'm probably going to have to do it. But I'm going to try to weasel my way out of it because it sounds like the most horrifying thing I can ever possibly think of. I don't really know what color this sack would be. I do know that these little beans would be nice and dark brown. These would be like espresso beans. So we're going to color them with the E49, which almost looks black, but it's not. And then the little spoon is going to be silver. Yes, there's a spoon. Yes, there is. So I'm not going to shade it. I'm just going to color it with C3. Okay. Okay. Now, how do these go together? Oh, we don't know because I don't have a computer to look at. Okay, hold on. Let me look at my sack. That sounded awful, by the way. Okay, it goes behind. So we're going to put it here. We'll go this way. Why is this? Okay. Is this slit right here? No. Okay. So I'm just going to glue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the little pile of beans down first. Okay. There's my beans. And then I'm going to glue my little spoon behind that. Ah. Okay. And now we're just going to add it right there. Isn't that cute? Oh my God, that's cute. Okay. Boo. I cannot. I need to switch hands. Just go right on the edge of this, up this guy, and on the edge of this. Boop. You guys, stop. I cannot. I cannot contain myself. Oh, good. Oh, yay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, what if you put a bag of coffee beans towards the bottom? Oh, why didn't I see that? That would have been cute. Oh, thank you, Paula. Okay, I had to catch up on your guys' comments. Dang it. I wonder if we could put this here and pull this off. Are you guys, I'm freaking out. I can't do it. I can't pull it off. If that ripped this at this point, can you imagine? Could you imagine? I mean, we could really just go crazy and have this right here. What do you think? I kind of like it actually. I almost like I just want to put all the things on here. If we put it kind of over the top of the bag a little bit, we could also, come on, pick up. What's the problem? We could also tuck it behind here like this. Oh my God. So cute. Look at that. Over the bag or under the muffin? Under the bag or over the muffin? This is what you have to vote on. Oh my God, it's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. I may not be able to give this card away. This could be a problem. Okay, while you guys are voting, I'm gonna do the other parts of this. Under the muffin, under the muffin, under the muffin, under the muffin. Everybody says under the muffin. Okay, it's going under the muffin. Of course it is. Okay. Oops, I just got glue. Who cares? It's not going to matter. Okay. Just you wait until we get this whole thing put together. We are making no commitments that this coffee stand has to go on this card. I'm just going to say that right now in case my whole idea is a bust and we have to use it somewhere else. I'm just putting it out there. Okay, let's glue this guy down so he's committed. I need my tweezers. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you ever decide to try this or if you enjoy this or whatever, pro tip, you have to use tweezers and you have to have a pickup tool. You would not be able to do this without those two things. You would be a lunatic is what you would be. Like not even funny. Like you would lose your ever loving mind. Okay. Oh my word, that is cute. Okay. Now for the big moment. Is it? Oh, come on. Oh, I wasn't sure if it was going to be cute on here, but it's so cute. You guys. It's so cute. Okay, I need a belly band. Okay, I need a belly band. Woo! Okay. Okay. Gotta make the belly band. Okay, I think I'm gonna do green for the belly band. Should I do green or should I do white for the belly band? This fun fold is linked and it is called Flat Top Box. Here, I'm going to pin it. I've just pinned the message to the top. Pinned the link to the top. Okay, let me do a green belly band because I feel like if we do white, it's going to be too much. So let's do a 2-inch belly band. I'm going to say 2-inch by like 9.5 should be big enough. My workstation is the messiest I think it's ever been in my life. I'm just throwing that out there because it's giving me hives. Okay, so we're going to do this. How am I going to feel about this? Nope, don't like it. Okay, what if I put this paper over this? Let's cut a piece. 1 3/4 by 4. Okay. Listen, this is all going to have to be just perfect because I spent way too much time on this to have this look stupid now, right? That's what I think. That's how I feel. Okay, I think that works. Does that work? Because now the background is this peach color. Does that work? Or should I try a white belly band and see what it looks like? Okay. I think this works. So I'm going to wrap this first. Let me wrap this first. This is how I do my belly bands. It's not a science. It's not an exact science. I just kind of wing it and then I make them look nice. Okay. And then I take my bone folder and I just crease so that it looks nice and it's not all gobbledygooked. And then I've got to make sure, is this loose enough to slide? Why isn't it moving? Is it too tight? It's too tight. Is it too tight? For God's sake. Okay, I think it's okay. So I'm going to do it. Green with the pattern paper. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's slide it on. Just remember, we've made no strong commitments to anything yet. We're non-committal. We're not rushing this relationship. Okay? There'll be none of that. This goes here. And then this goes on top and attaches. How do we feel? How do we feel about it? What do we think? Too busy? See, the pattern paper takes away from the die cut. That's what I'm worried about. Okay. What if Let me see something. I'm just going to play around for a second here. The white just doesn't look good. Does it? Or does it look better if it's got white in the background? If the die cut does get lost, I agree. It doesn't make it. Okay, so what if we, what size is this? This is 4 1/4, not quite 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. I don't know what to do. Yeah, that's what, you know what, Renee, that's funny that you said the thing about light blue because I'm almost considering matting, putting this on a piece of like bigger cardstock and then adhering it to here. The belly band with just, okay, look, we could just turn it over and look. What do you think? Or, or we're not committed. We don't have to use this. So what if we could cut another one. Hold, please. What if we did a light blue? Let's just see what it looks like with, hold on. Oh boy. Wow. Whoa. What a diff. Or even like, I'm just trying things, okay? Isn't that interesting how this gives it such different vibes? Like this now feels like a nighttime coffee cafe, and this feels like a daytime coffee cafe, right? Isn't that weird? I know, I'm loving the blue. Okay. It is so interesting. Like, this is totally like an after hours nighttime coffee scene. And this is totally like a morning, let's go get a coffee together feel. I kind of like the dark. I don't know. Ugh. Okay, hold on a minute. So first of all, we can't just have a plain blue background. Like that ain't gonna work. So what we could do, hold on, my friends, is we need to, let me grab some of my die cuts. This is where, things can get dicey. This is like a postage. Okay. I'm just going to try a couple things. The dark makes the light coffee maker pop. Yes, that's what I liked too, because the light coffee maker then just blends in with the light blue. So I'm going to try something. Hang with me. See what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, so this now has like some purpose to it, but it's still like too big and not enough focus, and so we're getting there, but we're getting there, but okay. So just give me a second here. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna come up with something. You all learned how to make a fun fold, right? So there's that. We're just not gonna use it. This is what we call the creative process. If you're new around here, this is what the creative process looks like. Okay. This may be too small, but we don't know until we try. So that's why we try things. We just don't know until we try. Nope, not gonna work. So see that? That's why we try things. Okay, so this just may need a full scene. I mean, are we getting somewhere now? Are we getting somewhere? Are we feeling this vibe? I could, I could go in with a blue marker that's darker and go around this coffee machine and hit this topper very carefully. What do we think? Okay, I gotta color these other pieces. I'm thinking the sentiment's gonna go right here. Let's look at our sentiment options. Affogato, your birthday. That's funny. You had me at coffee. I can't espresso how much. I love you. I miss you. I can't espresso how much. Love you a latte. Did someone say coffee? I like big cups and I cannot lie. I mean, God, that's funny. Okay. So this is where my brain starts really having problems. Is now I'm like, if I'm going to build a scene, I need to do a whole scene behind this. like not just on a plain piece of cardstock. Do you see the problem? Yep. See, Renee's in the same, her brain is exactly where my brain is. Now I feel like it needs a scene. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm sorry, but we're going to be here a while, friends. We're just going to be here a while. So settle in, because I'm about to work my magic. Okay, we'll see. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I tried to work some magic earlier, and you see what that did. Got us nowhere. Okay. So I love the size of this, but I'm not going to use this. So what size is this? This is, oh, it's 5.5. Oh, it's full 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, cool. That's perfect. So we'll go 4.25 by 5.5. Out of here. Perfect. Now we need to make a straight line. And I need some sort of masking situation. Here we go. We are going to mask off the bottom of this. And I need to make sure that it is a 1 inch up. That's too big. I'm going to do 3.25 inch. Okay. Three and a quarter. Oh, for Pete's sakes. By 3.25. Okay, 3.25 by 3.25. What the hell am I just saying? 3/4 of an inch at each end is what I'm trying to accomplish. God. Ah, Lord help her. Okay. I'm going to use Lost Shadow. Ooh, actually, I'm going to use Pumice Stone first. Yeah, Pumice Stone. And then ooh, damn, that's dark. Shoot. Well, our little thing is going to cover it up mostly, so. Okay. So there's that one. Sorry, I cussed. I'm actually surprised it's only been once. Okay, so there's that. Yep. We're good there. Okay. And then we're going to do this. You know what? Before we do that, let me see if I have embossing, or not an embossing folder. Oh, bless your hearts if you're on the East Coast. Sorry about that. Good night, Andy. Have a good dinner, Miss Deborah. You're so sweet. You're the best. Oh, I'm sorry, Renee. Gosh, why does crap like that happen? Just really stuff that just, why? Life's going along fine and then your fridge pees all over the floor. It's like, honest to Pete. Why? Why do we have to cause problems? Okay, nope. I think I have something that looks pebbly. Hold on. Okay, where are, hold on, guys. I have to look through a bunch of crap. Where's my embossing? Not embossing. Words, Wendy, words. Stencils. God almighty. Okay, here they are. I rearranged everything and I still haven't labeled it, and so my life is chaotic. Okay. I think, do I have something that looks pebbly? I feel like I do. That's grass. This might work. This is Majestic Mountains, but it's kind of got like a, no, that's not going to work. I might use this. This is a honeybee. I have a lot of honeybee stencils. I think I'm going to use this. It's brick. Looks like brick, but I kind of don't care. I think it's going to be cute. Okay. Guys, my hubby's building me a garden. Isn't he the bestest? We haven't had a garden in a couple of years, and we miss it. So next year we'll have a garden again. Look at that. Sweet. Okay. Just a little something to give some texture. And then, oh, freaking crap. We're going to do this. Oh, cool. I've been to Pike's Place or Pike's Market, whatever it's called. I've been there. Pike's Place Market. Did not notice the brick street, road, ground, whatever. Okay, now I need blues. Blue. How about tumbled glass? Feel like I need to get some of this off. Okay. Trinity. They're blending brushes, guys. So good. Okay. I feel like we're getting a mix of blues in here. I actually don't know that I mind it though. I'm trying to not uh, have this be super smooth so that it kind of looks like cloudy backgroundy. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, now we need our bistro table, which I think has to be like peach. Don't you feel? Don't you think? I feel like it needs to be like the peachy color. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Joy. Okay, let's set this piece aside. We're gonna keep coloring. I'm so sorry, Joy. That's so sad. Prayers your way. Prayers for you for strength and your hubby. Oh, I have an idea. What if our tabletop is this paper? Not gonna be able to tell. Why am I so desperate to use that paper? I don't know. Okay. And then the chairs, what color should the chairs be? Should they be the same color or should they be like eclectic and be a different color? Or is that just going to look weird? So if we have this here, okay, and we have the table, which is this fun peachy color. Well, I think the table has to be further down, yeah? Because doesn't it look too big or something? Maybe we just do one chair. I don't know, two chairs is pretty cute. But if we do one chair, just kind of like somebody sitting there enjoying their day, having coffee, right? I'm sorry, but I'm deep in thought. I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. For any of you that are like, why is she silent? um, I don't think I want to make this match the table, but I don't know what other color to do. And I don't want to do blue because there's too much blue already. Should I try the green? That green is going to be too much. I could make the coffee cup green. Okay, I'm just going to go peach and see how it looks. Worst case scenario is we hate it, we don't use it, right? Okay, I like it. Glad we did that. Thanks for that decision. And then let's go with our greens for our coffee mug. You know what sounds so good to me tonight is chips and salsa with cream cheese. Do you guys ever have that? You put cream cheese down and then you put salsa over the top and then eat it with like tortilla chips. I'm telling you, it's one of God's gifts. What if we pop this up and leave this flat? I think we might want to do that. And now I feel like there needs to be a book at this table. What's wrong with me? I bet there's some sort of little books in other dies. Anyways, okay. Focus, Wendy. And then a sentiment needs to go here. So let's pick our sentiment. I've got these two. Life begins after coffee. That's pretty cute. May your coffee be as strong as you. Uh, I drink coffee because it's too early for margaritas. That's cute. It's an extra shots kind of day. I kind of like life begins after coffee. Okay, everybody is saying yes, let's pop it up. Okay, so let's start there. Let's just pop this up. Let's start with that and get committed to having that down on our paper. So I don't know if I said it earlier. I know I said it in the last video. It is super appreciated if you guys shop my links. They are below the video in the description. They are affiliate links. This video is not sponsored. The last video was not sponsored. I am really, truly over the moon, obsessed, in love with honeybee stamps. And it was like my biggest dream to be on their design team. And my friend Kelly really helped that come to life. And I could not be more grateful. Um, so if you shop with Honeybee and you use my links, it's really like honestly a warm hug for me because it tells Honeybee that when you watch my videos, you like them and you want to buy products from them. Now, that being said, certainly by no means do I expect you to do so. Like, if you have somebody else you shop with, that's fine. I'm just saying, if you don't and you want to buy some Honeybee products or any other products from the companies I have listed below, which I don't have them all listed, I need to refine my list. It's very, 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 very appreciated. That's all. That's all. I have to remove with the pick tool because if I use my fingernail, I'm afraid it'll pull up my nail polish. And I just painted my fingernails today. Speaking of, they're kind of a coffee-ish color, aren't they? So the cool thing about doing these fiddly bits and, doing this intricate stuff is it's really not complicated. It's very easy. And if you just follow along the lovely layers deal, it makes you look like this like supreme amazing card maker. And really, Honeybee has done all the work figuring it all out. And I mean, God, you gotta love them for that. Okay, we're almost there. One more. This is the worst part about live videos. Like I would have cut all of that out if I was pre-recording this. Okay. Oh God, don't overthink it, Wendy. Okay. We're committed. Popped up. Committed. Okay, now we're gonna put these flat. So I feel like that kind of makes the coffee stand look bigger and more pronounced and kind of pushes these guys back a little because they are back a little. You know what I mean? I know I was thinking about adding a dog, Renee, to this if it's the right size. I gotta look if I have one that could work. I have to put a shadow under here because I can't with no shadow. Okay. And then we're gonna add this guy. That's up too high. Crap. There we go. Okay. And then I'm not sure how I feel about the placement of these, but it's okay. And when I say that, I mean on the gray brick. I feel like it should be up higher, but then it's weird. And so we're just going to stop overthinking everything and just make some commitments. Okay. Like, wouldn't a little doggy be so cute right here? Oh, you're so sweet, Paula. Thank you. Hi there, Annette. Good to see you. They could be, right? Like, we could add a little bit of dark blue here. Does that help? color is this? B91. Let me see what else I have. Do I have a B9? Oh, I do have a B95. Okay, here we go. Could you imagine if I screwed this up at this point? Okay. Now we are going to add a sentiment, and this card is going to be finished. And I don't know what we're going to do with this guy. We made this fun fold. Maybe I'll make a coffee mug to just go over the top of this one. We're not going to do that tonight, but maybe I'll do like a big coffee mug to go over the top. I showed this earlier. So we could just do a plain coffee mug, you know, that's basic over the top of that. Okay, now we have to have a sentiment. And I think the sentiment is going to have to be life begins at coffee. After coffee. Life begins after coffee. Look how perfect it fits. Let's see. We could put it right here. Life begins after coffee. Now the ultimate question. Do we die cut it or do we just stamp it right on? Because I think we should just stamp it right on there. Or should we put it up here? I feel like that's too disjointed. It needs to be right here. Yep, it's got to go there. That's where it makes sense. And I'm thinking about stamping it in blue. Could you imagine? God almighty, if we mess this up. Everybody hold your breath. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stamp it in blue. Like in a nice blue. If I screw this up somehow, some way, I'm a little worried about these baubles right here. I think it's going to be okay. But if I screw this up, the worst thing that can happen is I have to stamp it, die cut it, and put it over the top. Right? Okay. Okay. Let me get Concord and Ninth because I know it stamps nice. I'm going to start with Harbor ink. It's going to be too light. Okay. Just kidding. I'm going to stamp with. Should I just do it with Midnight? I got to stamp on a scratch piece first. I can't. Okay. Okay, let's clean everything off. Who's holding their breath? Somebody needs to be holding their breath for us. Oh my God. We did it. We did it. We did not make this card. Are you kidding me right now? We made this. You guys. We made that. We made that. I am freaking out because we made that. so good. It's so good. This might be my favorite card I've ever made. I feel like we really worked hard on this. We tried so hard. We went from a fun fold to a knot to a oh, we nailed it, guys. We nailed it. And now we need a piece of cardstock to put it on. Um, um, what is this? Okay. 5.5. I really wish I had 110 pound. All I have is 80 pound. I'm out of 110 and I need some. And I'm trying not to spend the money on it since I have so much 80-pound cardstock. But if I'm being honest, I really prefer 110 pound for my card bases. Okay. I think okay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like somebody that got this card for me could frame it. I'm just gonna say, totally could be framed because it's very cute. Like, I would totally frame this and put this next to my little coffee machine. The only thing that would make this better is a little dog right there. And I might have to just do it. I'm not going to do it right now because I have to sit and think about it, but we did it. Look at us. We did it. I did stick the landing, Candace. Thank you. I'm so happy. See, this is why I do it. Because look how freaking happy I am right now. Like, I really want to just show this card to every human. Like, look at this thing I made. Look at this thing I made. Look at this thing I made. Because it's so cute. Okay. It is now 10 o'clock on the um, East Coast, and it is 7 o'clock here on the West Coast where I am. And I am going to go spend time with my family. And I want to thank you all for spending the day with me for World Card Making Day. I appreciate you being here. And I hope it was super fun for you because it was super fun for me. It always is when we can do YouTube lives and hang out together. My desk is a absolute thrashed disaster, which makes me, makes my skin crawl a little, if I'm being honest. And yeah, we just pulled this card together fabulously. I'm definitely taking pictures and putting it on my Instagrams and stuff. Not tonight, but I will. And I love how it turned out. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and weekend. Talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.